on YouTube. Love, life, and respect. Just want to start this video off today just thanking all those subscribers, although I am still kind of a small YouTube page. Just thanks for all the support for watching the videos. Make sure you give this video a nice thumbs up, comment below. And today we are going to do a build on Nuwa, or however it is you want to pronounce her. Now make sure you check out the video before this one for some gameplay with this build. Just to show you how it works and how it looks in an actual game. Now we're going to start kind of going over her a little bit. For Joust, Conquest, things like that, you're going to want either one of these two starter items. Personally, if you're going to jungle, always go with the mask. It's just what you got to go with her if you're going to be jungling on a Conquest. On a Joust wise, I like Bluestone Pendant. 100 mana, because she is kind of mana dependent towards the beginning of the game. Even throughout the game, I find her just to be a little mana dependent. And it also gives more damage over the next 2 seconds. So it's overall a really good, really good starter item. Now, next, after that, you'll want to just go into your warrior tabbies, get your movement speed up, more physical power. Now, we're talking a little bit about her passive, which would be a flower gets up to 20 stacks on that passive. You basically have to depend on crit with her. She has got a crit. The more stacks you have, the harder she's going to hit. If you got 20 stacks in that flower, make sure you smack minions, get camps, because that's going to up that flower. Now, the flower is going to go down while you're not in combat. So just keep that in mind. So the more stacks you have on, the better for you. Now, she does have a bit of a long cooldown, so I do like to go with Jotun's Wrath to kind of help with the cooldown as far as that is concerned. Plus, it gives you your power, your mana, and penetration. Because, I mean, I've seen players with her going up against tanks that they're critting for like 110, and you just cannot have that, especially if you're jungling. You're not going to get anything done. Next, I want to go in with Malice. Now, Malice, I like to start on Malice because it is kind of pricier, so your third item up. By now, you should at least have a kill, hopefully, kind of get that gold up. And your crit chance goes up. And also, it does 90% of your total power as physical damage over the next 3 seconds. So, that on top of Bluestone Pendant, which would be on there, that's 3, 4, 5 seconds of extra damage you're gonna get. You don't even gotta be hitting them. Now the next item is gonna be situational. Obviously, we're gonna go over. I have them under relics, but those would be the situational items. This is just the most common build that I use personally. Would be Void Shield, 30 physical power and more, and gives you that physical protection kind of if you're gonna be in the lane going up against other gods and things like that. The next one I'd like to get is Deathbringer. Basically, a total of 40% critical chance because she does deal a lot with crit and gives you 50 more power. Crit strikes damage is increased by 40%. So all this crit, I mean, you're going to be hitting hard as a, I mean, you're going to be hitting like a truck. Plain and simple. She is a really great god. I think kind of underrated for her abilities, although she is a little harder to use. Next, Titan's Bane, just 30 power, all your physical attacks gain 30% physical penetration. So, overall, it's a good build. Your cooldown's at 20, which isn't bad. 240 physical power, attack speed's at 142. Your 40% critical strike chance, which is also really well. And your crit chances are really high as well. Now, on to the situational items, you're going to replace this in with here. Give you 40 physical power, magical and physical protection as far as that's concerned. And also, while over 50% health, you gain 20% physical power, and under it, you gain a health shield. Now, this is where you're going to kind of replace this if you're in, like, if you're going against a magical god, just perhaps, or you're in a joust. You can replace Void Shield with Bulwark of Hope give you that magical protection, 200 health, and kind of reducing the crowd control. Also, sometimes towards the end, I like to replace Titan's Bane with Malice. Not Malice, I'm sorry. Replace Titan's Bane with this. Overall, you'll do additional physical damage against gods or maximum health in you. So if you are jungling, and you're going to be going over and trying to gank on a tank, some of them more health than you, this is a really great item to have on there. Also, if you want a little bit more cooldown towards the end, you can also go with this. It gives you a little bit more magical protection on top of that, with 25 physical power, 10% cooldown. So I would technically replace Titan's Bane with this if towards the end some of your mages are doing a little bit more damage to you. And maybe take magical damage from an enemy ability, you unleash a shockwave that silences all enemies within range of 20 units for 1 second. The effect cannot trigger more than once every 60 seconds, so it can only happen once a minute. But if you're going over and ganking, it's really good because you're not going to be going over, nail them, because they're going to probably use the last of their mana to try and get away from you. So this will silence them just for that instant, just so you can grab a hold of them with your sash, pull in, and kill them. Now, as far as relics are concerned, I like to throw on a sanctuary with her a little bit, just because if you get in kind of with a team fight, even though you really shouldn't, or if you go in you miss and then you got to get in and out, I like the sanctuary on the way out. As far as escapes go, she doesn't really have one. Also, because she isn't mana dependent, you can also go with the meditation. I personally like to go sometimes with blink. Kind of helps her getting close really quickly, especially if you're trying to catch up to someone. As far as that is concerned, but overall, let's see here. Thorns is not a bad item either, but a lot of this, neither is a curse. You go the curse towards the end too, kind of slow him down, have to catch up to him. But your movement speed isn't bad. Now, people are gonna say, "Oh, you have no attack speed. You have no attack speed." With her, I don't really think you really need much attack speed. As far as that's concerned, you don't need a lot of it because you're gonna be hitting so hard with her. Now we're just gonna kind of beat on this Odin bot here just to build the stacks up. I mean, that right there, I mean, you see what these crits are. I mean, without even full stacks yet. I mean, you're hitting hard as a truck. I mean, build these stacks up. There's all 20 stacks, so we're just gonna go in here. Now your ring does hit up to 7 targets. I like the ring. Latch in. Dead. You don't actually like to open with your ring. I usually don't, but it's good to kind of snatch them. As far as your ult's concerned, 100 to 0 is about anyway, except for really a tank. Bam, dead. I mean, you just gotta make sure you hit your crits. She's a big crit god. So, it's really, really a good god. She does tons of damage. And with all the penetration you have, even tanks are, I mean, you're not going to do as much to them, but with the penetration you have with this, you're going to be getting a lot of damage through with her. The ring does do, basically, it's a really powerful item to have. We're going here, it hits up to 7 targets, so you can throw your ring in there. As you can see, we'll take out lines of minions with this ring. And it's also good to throw into a team fight. If there's a good team fight going on, toss your ring in there as you're coming in. You're going to damage them as you're coming into a team fight. I mean, you got lines of minions coming up, toss that ring into a team fight. And I mean, you're still going to be nailing all of them. I mean, they're not really going to stand a chance with you. With this god, now she is a little squishy, so I mean, I wouldn't go rushing into a team fight. I mean, if it's towards the end, and as you can see, you do lose your flower stacks rather quickly. Towards the start, I mean, I still would recommend attack speed with her if you're going to pick up some camps. Attack speed or damage, just to kind of help out. I just always kind of either one. You really don't need mana with her if you get some pots. Like as far as this is concerned, I get Bluestone Pendant, pair of boots, and then 4 health potions, 4 mana potions. If you're going to be doing that with her, there's your mana camps, speed camps. I just like getting damage camps with her. And also Fire Giant. Yes, she can solo Fire Giant, so now you see camps are really nothing to her. But she still does have a bit of cooldown. So like I said, she is an assassin, so keep that in mind. We'll show you a little bit of Gold Fury here. I mean, with her, I mean, even taking camps, she is just a beast of a god. Now you got to hit your abilities is the key with her. You've got to be able to hit all your attacks with her. So, I mean, obviously, to a Fire Giant is not the stash is obviously as you just saw. There you go. Done. I mean, and you can solo him as early as 11 or 12, depending on how your game is going, and if you've been getting kills and getting a lot of gold with her. Now, it's just situational here. Is to say you got your Fire Giant, you go steal damage camp. No god really stands a chance against you, even at 100 to 100. I mean, and that's over. I mean, I just cannot tell you how underrated of a god this is. I mean, it's just, but hopefully you guys enjoy this video, and make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and check out the video before this for some nice gameplay with her. And yeah, love, life, and respect.